Welcome to the Divinity Inspires YouTube channel. My name is Natalya Cehelnik and I do channeled messages, astrological interpretations, as well as divine guidance in regards to healing cycles and where we are in our journey. If you can, like and subscribe. This video is going to be focused on how we integrate our higher self into our day-to-day actions. Before we begin, we want to start and set an intention. You can skip to a different section in the video if you want to get more to the message, but this is to help guide you to the right message, bringing clarity here. So let's take a moment with spirit, taking a deep breath in and exhale. Setting this intention here. Thank you, Spirit, for the gift, the freedom, and the opportunity to align ourselves today, releasing any and all anxiety and helping clear our mind, clear our heart, set us forth on your path, and help guide us towards the right messages meant for us today. Okay. All right, and we want to begin in here. We're actually going to be doing channeling today. So I just want you to take a seat and listen in for the messages that are coming for you. Right now, if you are feeling yourself going through certain upheavals, you're being asked to show faith through the process by recognizing when it's time to let go of the attachment to the outcome, let go of the attachment to what we think is going to make us perfect, successful, or right. And by doing so, we actually are giving Spirit the greater opportunity to make the changes. At times, we ourselves and the experience of being in a human body can bring in anxieties. It can take us a moment to really recognize how can we really give Spirit the opportunity to make shifts if we are so dependent on being in control. And here, this part of our higher self that asks us to recognize where sometimes the form of control will take a hidden direction where escapism comes through overworking ourselves or pushing ourselves beyond our limits because we are afraid to let Spirit have that space. The message of trust in the divine is huge as we are moving from the Pisces era into the walk of the Pluto in Aquarius. This discusses the higher knowledge of the planet, divine information that has been held back for many ages that is now being reincarnated onto the planet through different voices and channels, allowing that light to be seen and divinely honoring the remembrance of the sacred traditions of the soul that have been lost through scrutiny, battles, controls, and shadows that have raged over our world. This time where each individual is being activated towards their higher alignment is allowing us to recognize what part of us is coming into play, what key within each individual soul is now being part of this greater image, this greater cosmic web. And the cultivation of our gifts being the opportunity to step more deeply into your path. If you are someone who lately you've been feeling like the messages around you haven't been for you because your own messages have to be aligned by your intuition, you're being opened to greater activations in your psychic development. This is helping you expand and lead your communities. If you're an individual who's been working through releasing certain emotional attachments to your old self while giving yourself the opportunity to make room for people entering your life that aren't here to trigger you, but help you grow, and that your higher self is being considered when these individuals step into your spaces. You're giving the opportunity of flight. I'm seeing this image of a bird coming forward and feeling brave enough to jump into a new reality. This can be that now is a time for you to start giving yourself space to look at what opportunities for freedom are more valuable to you than the fear that holds us to securities that are actually double-edged swords. By staying in that job at times, we're actually sacrificing the opportunity to learn or develop another direction, essentially. It's not that we're not trusting in Spirit, but at times when things become more heavy, there is a purpose that we're being redirected. And this bird coming in as the imagery is showing me where is it your flight is calling you to align with the others who are ready to leave. It's almost like in the rebirth of spring, which we're in at this moment, there's usually a flock or a litter, a group of individuals who are ready to be activated all around the same time. And we want to go at our own pace, but the cycle of the season itself sometimes will influence when we're ready to release. It'll feel like there's a collective sign happening as a synchronicity around you. This can be people in your relationships or in your groups of friends. They're all deciding to make transitions at this time. And you're not needing to force yourself towards an action until it's ready for you. But sometimes this can be a signification that there's an activation occurring when we stop something and begin again. We've ignited or transitioned and made a spark towards stepping towards something new. And sometimes to open the next door, we have to make the spark that requires us to let go of the first. A message I have for you right now, if you're someone who's working on showing this alignment, working with your throat chakra is what I'm hearing. Your voice is actually worked on when you connect to your sacral chakra. So this orange and this blue is actually the alignment of our lower energies, helping align and heal our upper energies. So for you, womb work could be something that's helping you connect into your sensuality, your movement, dance. This is activating our voice and allowing us to be aligned to our higher self, as well as our physical connection to the planet. What I feel is coming in as well, they're showing me moonstone right now. And this can be that your feminine intuition, your sensuality, and your ability to share the softness of who you are and the pearls of wisdom that you've earned, they want you to be safe in expressing that and creating safety around a part of us at times that may be shut down when we're surrounded by people who aren't comfortable within their own feminine energy. It requires the right types of conversations that clear our guilt for being in alignment with ourselves and not needing to conform or lower our vibration to meet the lessons of others. If you've been feeling like you're asked to compromise your own values and needs to be in alignment with someone else, sometimes spirit will make it more difficult for you to collaborate because you're not connecting for a purpose. There is an intention behind disharmony as well. Something I would share with you here is that I'm sensing too, they're showing me doors and windows opening. So this is like as we step into the next room, don't be afraid to pick door 1, 2, or 3 is what I'm hearing. Like the right opportunity for you is already been aligned by source. So there isn't actually a wrong door that you can choose. It's more about the choice of why we've made it. They're flashing in that scene in The Matrix when the Oracle is telling Keanu, like, he's like giving her the piece of candy. He's like, you already know if I'm going to take it. And he's like, so what's the point? She's like, well, the decision is not of if you take it or not. It's about why you take it. You've already made the choice. So essentially, when we're looking at opportunities in our life and we're afraid to open the wrong door, we can apply this concept that the right answer is on the other side for you because everything is prepared in alignment with your learning in mind. So stepping to trust with your heart that you're prepared in that way, then the fear of making the wrong decision starts to dissipate because you understand that you're not wrong for the path you step forward. You're here to learn. There's ideal ways to trust your intuition. And sometimes if you're not feeling confident with that, reflecting into messages that help you do that. Sometimes I just go on YouTube and I will listen to certain creators. I love Jadina so much. And I'll just listen to them talk when I don't have a direction in my own intuition because I'm being asked to sit down. And it just soothes me knowing, no, it's okay. It's completely aligning. You're prepared. And you will be prepared and initiated. You will never be given more than you can handle. And I give you this message knowing that there is so much that our life wants to meet these checkpoints. We have these plans, and then we get into our journey, and all of a sudden Spirit's like, no, I need you to go in this direction. There's a lesson you're going to understand about the people around you and your choices. It will help you. And a part of us is like, can I just get the straight path that way? And, you know, it's something beautiful because you can't teach people from just having had no mud, no experience. Like, life had to make itself reveal through its challenges. And I'm not saying that picking door number 3 is going to be as easy as it would have been if you chose number 1, but your abilities grow based on what's prepared for you. And so when you allow yourself to stop looking at other doors and other people's opportunities as a rejection of your own and start stepping into an awareness that you've been cultivated uniquely to walk in your path and it's uniquely occurring for your highest good, then you can stand with a sense of confidence and acceptance that you can go bravely and know that there is no mistake. There was no error. There was no, oh, I signed here, but I was tricked. Unless you're doing some legal work, definitely have people scrutinize certain things for you at times when you don't feel comfortable. But that's neither here nor there. We have to give ourselves the space to sit with spirit and say, I'm ready to receive, I'm ready to walk. And honestly, being in a place of ease where we can surrender to that, what is a greater gift than being able to have created a sense of peace and safety for yourself? Knowing that everything outside of you is aligning and you can be. I feel called to share this in this moment. Like, if your ears are kind of ringing right now, for any of you who are really feeling like a bit more extrasensory, there's a message about you're developing intuitive abilities to help you support that of others. Like, your own gifts are talents that Spirit is trying to open you up more to as you say that you're willing and open to receive them. And these extrasensory gifts are going to help you make the decisions that help reflect where you want to go. It's almost like you're being given a compass to navigate more clearly the waters of your emotional realm. So that way, as these doors open in your career sector, you're not walking with fear. You know that you've been given this compass for a reason and your intuition is that guide. And you are in the right place. If you're someone who's been a bit anxious about saying no to an opportunity, just know that you are perfectly aware of your sense of self in this moment. If something is calling your intuition to say no, give it the space to listen to why. Sometimes we can't see that on the other side of that fence, there's 2 people who are actually maybe not in alignment with you, and Spirit's creating this dissonance because it's not for you. And our need to feel secure sometimes says, but I have to hold this opportunity. So give yourself the space to say, I release, I respect, I trust. And I feel for some of you as well, if you're doing any crown chakra cleansing, taking the sage, taking the Palo Santo, feeling that energy, even the selenite too, and just resetting around your crown chakra, because these downloads that are being prepared for you now, I feel you haven't maybe walked with this level before, and they're giving you a bigger assignment, which is good because it means that you're ready. And it means that there's many opportunities and gifts on the other side of this. So if you have what it takes when you give yourself the presence to say, I'm ready, then you are now in alignment to receive this next step. So don't shy away from a challenge just because you fear your comfort will be exhausted. Spirit will give you passion through things that do give you inspiration. I'm not saying pick something up that has no relevance to you, but find a passion in what's being presented to you. And if you can't, then it may not be the path, but there is a sense of joy that comes with our higher self saying, I'm looking out for you. Does this feel right in your heart? But so far, that is what I have for you. Thank you for being here with me. If you can, like and subscribe, as well as check out my Instagram where I have updates on my upcoming workshops, as well as the podcast updates for when we have new episodes. I'm so interested to hear any questions you have. If you can, drop any parts of this that were resonating with you below. And I look forward to seeing all of you, and thank you for being a part of this journey here. It really just changes so many things about the way I do my work and how I can be of service, and I'm more than grateful to continue doing this, and I love your feedback. So thank you, and go and give the podcast a listen if it feels calling to you, but have a beautiful day. Okay, cute.